It's really tough on this one because it's got a bunch of non-chord tones that are confusing us. But can you see the chromatic movement? If you look at the second and third measure, you see the bass, for example, going A natural to A flat to A natural to B flat. And then you turn the page and it goes to a C flat, to a C natural, to a B flat. You can do the same thing with the inner parts. There's a lot of chromatic movement going on. There's also change of mode and a lot of secondary dominants and secondary diminished sevenths. The third example, I don't know, Karl Heinrich Graun, so we'll just skip him. It's titled The Dead Jesus. We should have done this before Easter. So now we can't do it because... Okay. Page
now he's risen.
29. Look for further examples of the bracketed motif. I don't know if that'll help you or not. This is Bach, well-tempered clavier. It's a fugue, so it's got 4 different things going on at once. What key are we in?
C sharp minor.
Okay, if we're in C sharp minor, it's starting and ending on a tonic triad. The last triad would be that last half note. And then we back up at the end, the beginning of the last measure. Could that be a dominant seventh in C sharp minor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the A sharp, or the A is a non-chord tone. A suspension in the bass. So it's really the G sharp is the bass. So it's G sharp, B sharp, D sharp, F sharp. That's the dominant seventh. So the last measure is a dominant seventh to a tonic first inversion. And the first measure starts with a tonic. Okay, for a moment, try guitar chords. Pencil in above the first chord, C sharp minor. Just pencil in C sharp minor. Then on the third beat, can somebody tell me we only have, well, we have all 3 notes there. There's an E still sounding in soprano. What chord? Tell me what the root is and whether it's major, minor, augmented, diminished, or whatever.
In the second measure?
No, first measure, second half.
A major.
Yeah, it's a major triad built on A. So just a capital A. It's a major triad. Second measure.
G, E, D, F sharp, so G7.
No. Because it's a D sharp.
Oh, that's right.
And there are non-chord tones.
Well, I was including the A's.
The G is a non-chord tone. So we have, from the bottom up, F sharp, A, B, and D sharp. Not built on A. No.
It's a B major 7th.
Okay, it's built on B, and it's a dominant 7th sound, so it's a B7. In other words, it's a dominant 7th built on a B. Dominant 7th of the key of E. And that's why I'm trying to do this in guitar chords, because that doesn't make much sense here. One more, before we run out of time. Next half note. You have an E in the bass, E in the tenor, B and a G natural.
Ooh, both C sharp, E, G, B.
No C sharp.
Oh, sorry, it's an E. I'm thinking bass one.
But not in C sharp either.
It's a
E,
E minor.
So that would be a minor triad built on E. It's an E minor triad, which doesn't really have any business being in C sharp minor, but that's why we're doing this guitar chord. It's a minor triad built on E. Now, if you can continue and put some guitar chords above this, I want to talk about this next time. But in keeping with trying to analyze and first, I'm going to give you something interesting to analyze. Barbershop quartet harmony. California, here I come.
Lot
Right
of
back
diminished
where I
seven.
started from.
Secondary.
The flowers bloom in the sun. Each morning at dawning, birdies sing everything a sun-kissed miss would say, don't be late.
I think we should sing it.
It's an analysis.
In theory.
Advanced barbershop.
Oh, by the way, go ahead and analyze this. The melody is in the tenor. If you look at, this is for men's voices, if you look at the treble clef, second from the top. California, here I come, right back where I started from. In barbershop harmony, you put a harmony above the melody. And I just got to the end of the page, so it doesn't end on tonic, it just ends.
Oh.
The reason I added this is that it's the same melody. Sun-kissed miss said, don't be late. It's the same melody as the first measures. California, here I come, but it's harmonized differently.
So the tenor has melody?
Tenor. Well, yeah. It's actually,
Second bass.
the treble clef sounds an octave lower than written. So the bass clef is the bass, baritone, second tenor, and then first tenor.
Okay, so it's
they
baritone
call
now?
it second tenor. No,
So-
second tenor. Second from the top
Okay.
is the melody. And as you're doing this, you will see chromatic chords. You may find like common tone diminished, German 6, secondary diminished, secondary dominant.
Of course.
That's where all the chromaticism comes from.
Barber.
So this says would first tenor be the alto actually?
Second tenor.
Or second tenor, second line?
Yes. The trouble is, it's all, yes, you're right. The second
I can't
tenor
remember
is the
what I
equivalent of the alto, first tenor is the equivalent of the soprano.
Okay.
The thing is that when it's all male singing,
Right.
it ends up everything's closed. There's no open harmony because you don't have enough range with just the male voice. So there really should be a Roman numeral, a letter 8 under
Right,
the treble
right,
because it's coming
right.
down an octave lower.
I have that project.
Top one is first tenor, and then the second one from the top is second tenor.
Which has melody.
The second one from the bottom is the baritone, and the bottom one is the bass. It's all men's voices. Although nowadays we have women's
Well, like
barbershop
that.
quartet groups.
Yeah, that little 8 right there.
Hey, have a great day. If anybody's doing the Tuesday noon, let me know. We're gonna